Welcome to the Scientific Publications channel. In the modern academic world, most researchers strive to publish their works in journals of major academic publishers, particularly Elsevier, Springer Nature, Wiley, and others. Many journals included in the portfolios of these major academic publishers are widely represented in leading international scientific databases. On the other hand, publishing in such journals can indeed increase the visibility of research, promote international collaboration, and improve the scientific reputation of the author. However, in practice, the situation is much more complex. Why is it not always worth choosing major academic publishers? In this video, we will try to examine this issue. Problem number 1. An extremely long publication process. One of the main difficulties is time. In journals published by major academic publishers, the peer review process can take a very long time. Even the first editorial decision sometimes takes several months. The full cycle of article consideration, from submission to final publication, may take a year and sometimes even longer. For the academic system, this creates a serious problem because universities and research institutions operate according to clearly defined timelines. In addition, dissertation defenses and awarding of academic titles and the preparation of reports are also tied to specific deadlines. When an article remains under review for a year or even longer, this can cause problems for a researcher. Problem number 2. An unpredictable outcome. The second difficulty is the lack of guarantees. Even after a long wait, an author may receive a rejection. Moreover, the peer review process sometimes takes place in several rounds. The author may be asked to make a substantial revisions, after which the article will send for review again. This means additional time, further revisions, and new stages of waiting. As a result, preparing a single publication may turn into a process that lasts for years. Problem number 3. Resources and workload for the author. Another important aspect is resources. Preparing an article for international scientific journals often requires considerable time, financial costs, and additional resources. In some cases, authors have to turn to language editors, statistical consultants, or academic editing specialists in order to bring the manuscript into compliance with the journal's requirements. For many researchers, especially those at the early stages of their academic careers, such requirements become a serious challenge. At the same time, university deadlines and reporting requirements remain unchanged. Does this mean that major academic publishers are bad? Major academic publishers play an important role in the development of science. They ensure the global dissemination of research results, support peer review system, and establish standards of academic quality. However, it's important to understand one thing. Due to the significant duration and complexity of the publication process, there is a risk that a researcher may not manage to prepare the necessary article by the required deadline, even if they started preparing and submitting it well in advance. What should be done in such situation? One possible solution is professional support throughout the publication process. Specialists can help evaluate the potential of your research, determine which journals is most suitable for, and check whether the manuscript meets the requirements of international publications. This helps to avoid typical mistakes during submission, which often become the cause of rejection or significant delays in peer review process. It is important for a researcher not simply to submit an article to any journal, but to choose a publication that matches the topic of the research, is indexed in a specific scientific database, and ensures that the manuscript will be reviewed with a reasonable time frame. This is precisely the approach followed by the company Scientific Publications. Our specialists with many years of experience analyze your work, select an appropriate journal, help you properly format the manuscript, and support the author at all stages of the publication process. As a result, the researcher gains the opportunity to avoid unnecessary delays and mistakes during the preparation and submission of the article, and to save a valuable time. And that's all for now. Subscribe to the channel to learn more about scientimetrics, publications, and the development of an academic career. See you in next videos!